Unlimited Possibilities presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
Welcome to Creating Your Seat at the Table. I am your host, Ashley Little. A little bit about myself: corporate professional by day, entrepreneur by night, 5-time best-selling author, CEO and founder of Ashley Little Enterprises, LLC, owner and creator of Creative Broadcasting, and founder and owner of Talk Radio and TV Network, LLC. Tonight we have an amazing special VIP guest by the name of Zayla Jackson. A little bit about her. Zayla Jackson is an author, inspirational speaker, and a licensed financial consultant, CEO of Get Freedom Financial. She has the opportunity to interact with esteemed celebrities of all facets, including interview with supermodel Christy Brinkley regarding business partnership, and TV personality and entrepreneur Bethany Frankel regarding success strategies for business women. Zayla began her serial entrepreneur journey as a real estate investor, acquiring several properties with a net worth of $2.5 million in New York City. She was also the owner and operator of an early childhood center where she provided quality education and care for children and created jobs in her community. Zayla loves the human connection and has a passion for helping families secure the ultimate freedom lifestyle. Zayla's new book, 45 Bullets to Freedom, will be launched in January 2020 as a memoir that details her journey overcoming mental abuse, emotional abuse, and financial dismay. By reclaiming her freedom from a life laced with abuse, she will share how toxic relationships can rob a person mentally, emotionally, and financially. Readers will learn the tactics she used to courageously defeat her life imprisonment and reclaim her mental, emotional, and financial freedom. Zayla states life is a gift of freedom that can be hijacked from one who has no direction and purpose. Her mission is to help women fill their inner voids to prevent losing themselves in unhealthy relationships that will alter the course of their life for the worse. Zayla has created the 360 Freedom Method to help women identify, secure, and maintain the 3 vital pillars of freedom. She stresses the importance of healthy relationships, which is the foundation and building blocks of our lives. As a freedom lifestyle strategist, she states freedom precedes success. If one is in bondage mentally, emotionally, or financially, success is futile. The goal is to help women restore their areas of brokenness. A broken woman yields broken children, broken homes, and thus broken communities. As a girl, I had no guide. I fell into deep pits that taught me lifelong lessons. Now it is my duty to pass those lessons on to other women so that they may protect their life of freedom for generations to come. Welcome to the table, the amazing Zayla Jackson.
Thank you so much for having me. Awesome.
You are welcome. I'm excited to have you at the table tonight, Zayla. So please tell us more about your entrepreneur journey.
Oh, awesome. Yes, my entrepreneur journey, it has been a journey indeed, a journey of a lot of lessons. Life lessons, a lot of failures. Absolutely. We all know that entrepreneurship definitely comes with a lot of learning and a lot of failures, and that's what makes you better. I started my entrepreneurship journey, I would say, when I moved to New York. I'm originally from Florida, and after graduating high school, I went to New York, the home of my birth, where I was born, and I just wanted to, live life in the big city, but it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. I started there investing in real estate a few years after graduating, and I was able to acquire about 6 buildings in New York City. And I would say probably at the age of 27, 28, I began investing, and I was able to just acquire a lot of properties. I felt like I was playing Monopoly, so I was having a lot of fun with it. Yes. So, and after acquiring the properties, then I went into, it was just fun for me to just be purchasing things and creating businesses. So I went on and I opened up a beauty salon, and that was fun. And I continued on. I said, okay, I'll just keep opening more businesses because it was really fun. I think entrepreneurship is just about being innovative and creating ideas, and also it helps the community because you're creating something that's making money and helping others make money as well.
Okay, awesome. So, Zayla, you love the human connection and have a passion for helping families secure the ultimate freedom lifestyle. Please tell us more about your passion.
Oh, yes. I mean, the human connection is vital. I love connecting with people. Every aspect of my making money has been, very deep as far as connecting with other humans. And of course, making money is about serving others, because money follows value. So the more you serve is the more money that you will make, the more value you add to people's lives. So I learned early that, no, I'm not an introvert. I very much love to connect with others, learn what they're about, learn how I can add value to their platform, and learn how my gifts can service them. So that is the ultimate growth partnership, collaborations, not so much competition. I don't believe in competition. I think my biggest competitor in life is myself. Right? Mm-hmm. So I never saw another woman or another man as, we're competing. No, I just saw, well, if I can collaborate with her, collaborate with him, if I can join in and add on while they're building, and if I can put a brick to build what they're building, that would be amazing. So the human connection is super powerful, and I also believe the human connection shapes our lives. When you're born, you have your first relation with your mom, and then your dad, and brothers, sisters. So it's a life of connectivity. The human race is all about us connecting here on certain levels to build each other's on our journey.
Yes, it's all about connecting, and like you stated, serving others. Because when you serve others, your gift will make room for you. I am a believer in that. So you are a serial entrepreneur, real estate investor, acquiring several properties within a net worth of $2.5 million in New York City. Tell us more about your real estate journey.
Oh, my real estate journey. Real estate, it's a game. To me, it's a game of numbers, and, of course, a game of timing as well, because, of course, you want to make sure you get in the market at the right time, and you want to make sure you get out at the right time. It can be a very painful journey, because if you get in at the wrong time, you can end up stuck with properties that may not be, producing cash flow for you. So it can be a painful experience. But when I got into the market, it was, I would say, 2004. Things were booming, things were good. Just, this is the time when you could get a loan for just about anything. So I got in at the right time. So I was able to seize that opportunity and just continue adding on to my portfolio. And what I did primarily was buy and hold. So I purchased a lot of buildings, I held on to them, and just rented them out. So I had a lot of tenants. So that was the type of real estate that I did. I know there's different type of different type of platforms as far as real estate investing. Some people buy and sell, some people buy and flip, some people buy and, they reconstruct it and renovate it. But for myself, I purchased and held on to them and rented them out. And I was able to continue adding on. Every year I added on a property until I got to the number 6. Then I stopped.
Okay. And you stopped because?
Children. I started having kids at that time, so I'm like, okay, because it can be a little stressful. And during the time that I was building my real estate empire, I was actually in a toxic relationship. And so the support was just me, myself, and I, and not of anyone else, And so it became a little bit stressful for me to continue adding on, because that's a big responsibility in itself when you're adding on properties and you have tenants and things. You have to fix things. You have to collect your rent. So it is a lot of work, and I didn't have a property manager. I did it all on my own. It was very, very lucrative. I made a lot of money, but I had to kind of put my flag down and say, okay, I think I've acquired enough, and I had to focus on my journey in motherhood at that point, and just kind of back off from adding more.
Okay, awesome. So congratulations on your new book, 45 Bullets to Freedom, launching this January. Tell us more about it. Is it already out?
No, it's not out yet. My editor actually still has it, and they're still revamping certain things. So hopefully we can meet the deadline, but I think that the release date we're we're in the pre-stages now, but I think the launch date is being pushed back probably into February because they had a few chapters that they're trying to see if they need to kind of revamp a little bit. So it's still with my editor. So almost there. We're almost done with it, though. Almost done.
Well, congratulations in advance. So what inspired you to write your book?
My life experiences. I believe that we are all here on a journey, and we all have, a life that God gave us to live. And the life comes with a lot of experiences, a lot of lessons, a lot of hard knocks. So my life is one of those lives that, you would look at and say, is that a movie? So you would think like you were watching a movie. And, that's the kind of life that I lived. So I said to myself, man, I have so many life experiences that it would do others a disservice if I don't share the message of my life, the story of my life, the testimony of my life. It's not for me. I believe that whatever individuals go through is actually not for you. It's actually for the other people coming behind you that's going to need to look at your life and say, wow, if she went through all of that, then I have hope. So that's really why I wrote it, is to give others hope and to also let them know that, they have the power to decide on freedom at any time.
I love that. Powerful. So listeners, when her book comes out in February, definitely support Zayla with this amazing book. I love the title, 45 Bullets of Freedom. I love it. So Zayla, you also created the 360 Freedom Method. Tell us about that, because you created the 360 Method to help women identify, secure, and maintain the 3 pillars of freedom. Please tell us more about that.
Absolutely. The 360 Freedom Method now falls underneath my financial fund, which is the Get Freedom Financial. As you well know, as you mentioned before, I am a licensed financial consultant where I help families with life and legacy planning. And so what I find is that when I sit with my clients, especially women, when I sit with my clients, I tend to see a disconnect when they tell me their financial goals. I sit with them and I do an assessment, and I want to know, well, where are you now as far as your finances, and where are you trying to go? And so what I realize with women is that there is a disconnect between their financial wellness and their mental wellness. So a lot of people, when they talk about freedom and financial freedom, they're often referring to something that I call a one-legged freedom. And freedom is not a one-legged thing. Freedom should be 360. It needs to be a circular 360 degrees around your life, where you know that you're holistically free in every aspect, in every area, which is the 3 pillars that we touch in the 360 Freedom Method. What that allows women to do is to identify where they are within their life structure as far as mentally, emotionally, and financially. Yes, it's okay to want to be financially free, but what I find is the disconnect between the mental freedom and the financial freedom, it's not there. So there's a disconnect. They're thinking, well, I just want to be financially free. But my question is, what is going on within your mind that create the financial bondage? So that's what the 360 Freedom Method addresses, is that we touch the whole circular pie. We don't give you a quarter of the pie. We want to eat the whole pie and make sure you have a whole financial pie for you and your family, not just a quarter. Because oftentimes people say, well, I'm going to get my credit up and I'm going to pay off all my debts. But if you don't mentally set yourself free, you will always have a financial deficit.
Powerful.
Yes. So the level of, this is why I say to my clients, listen to me, the level of your mental freedom is going to determine the level of your financial freedom. Yes, indeed. So we have a workbook that we have for women where we have them to mind the mind and money connection. So you got to mind your mind in order to mind your money.
That's good. That's good.
Yes, ma'am.
Mind your mind in order to mind your money. I love that.
Yes.
Now let's
yes,
talk
ma'am.
about this.
Yes.
So, Zayla, what are strategies? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you saying? Go ahead.
What are some strategies you would give to listeners who are looking to go into the real estate investing? That might be looking to grow in real estate investing. What are some strategies you would give them?
Oh, wow. My strategy was, I had one strategy for myself. I'll share what I did.
Okay.
What I did, I, of course, was looking at what I needed to do. Number one, of course, you don't have to have credit, but I went after credit. I made sure my credit score was a good number. So my credit was in the high 700, 775, somewhere around there. Of course, I had to fix certain things with that. And the other thing that I did, I made sure that my income was high. So actually, I was working a job to build my business. I never just worked a job to pay bills. People work jobs to pay bills. That's not really what the job is for. If you're looking for life and legacy, I teach women, listen, I want you to look at the job as a vehicle that you are in that's going to drive you to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I would tell women, if you're on a job, find a way to stack your cash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's something that we also teach in the 360 Freedom Method, a stack your cash method that we use to teach women how to also save that money, and the money has to have an assignment. And the assignment for the money that you're stacking is, I want to buy my first piece of property in the third quarter or the second quarter, but you have to have a strategy. There's no such thing as winging it when it comes to your finances.
Mm-hmm.
It is necessary that, yes, it is necessary that you have wisdom, because I believe in the word that says a wise woman builds her house. And the only way that you're able to build anything, a house, a business, you've got to acquire some level of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to get their job, make sure the job is to get them to their destination, which is, I'm building a business, I'm going to buy a property, save your money, make sure your credit is on point. And when you get to a certain amount of cash where I have enough for a deposit, a down payment on a home, then you can start making your moves, because that's when you start looking at different properties. You begin to assess the areas. Then you begin to determine, well, do I want to buy and hold, or do I want to buy and flip it? So you got to determine, which platform do I want to go on? Which one do I want to? Which model do I want to, partake in? Because there's different models in real estate. Buy and hold is one model. Buy and flip is another model. Buy and renovate. So there's different models. So you have to choose which one is feasible for you and what you want to do. Yeah, so it's actually very easy to get involved in real estate. It's not something that I think women should shy away from. It is a very, very good thing to be in, because everybody will always need a place to stay, always.
Love that. Now, you spoke about unhealthy relationships, so let's talk about that. So, Zayla, what is some advice you would give to listeners about removing those unhealthy relationships?
Wow. That's a very good question. Thank you for asking that. The advice that I would give to anyone that's in an unhealthy relationship, number one, is to decide. You got to decide. Like I tell a lot of clients, you have to first and foremost do a relationship inventory of your life. Sit down and write down all the relationships that you're in. Do an inventory. Okay, I'm with this person. Write down all the relationships that you have. And then you ask yourself, what value am I getting from this relationship? Then you ask yourself, how do I feel in this relationship? Am I happy? Do I feel fulfilled? So you want to kind of get in touch with yourself to see how are your emotions feeling? Do you feel pain when you get to that name that you wrote down? Do you feel like you want to cry? Do you feel angry? So these are all, telltale signs of toxicity. Anytime you're feeling angry, you feel like you want to argue, you feel like you want to cry, you feel depressed, you feel sad, then that is a relationship that you need to sever immediately. Because if they don't sever them, the relationship will sever you.
Powerful.
Yes. So if you don't give that cut, the cut will be on you. And I don't think any woman should allow any relationship to sever them in any way. So definitely decide, do the inventory and see how you feel about it. And then now you got to make a decision like, you know what? I love myself more, so I'm going to have to let this part of my life go. I'm not saying hate on anybody. I'm not saying not to be unforgiving, not at all. But what I am saying, yeah, if your right hand offends you, go ahead on and cut it off. You'll be all right.
I love that you said I love myself more, right? That's self-care, loving yourself first, right? Loving
Indeed.
yourself first is so important.
Yes, indeed.
So what is some advice you would give to listeners who are stuck in their brokenness?
Wow. I mean, to listeners that are stuck in their brokenness.
Yeah.
When a person is broken, it's because there is voids. Voids within them that most likely stems from childhood. If not childhood, maybe the teenagers going into adulthood. But they have to find out why or what made them broken. Because you weren't born broken.
That's right.
You weren't born broken. You were not born that way. So you have to go back and do a life assessment of your timeline. Just sometimes I call it the time-life assessment. I've done it. This is work that I've done. You do a time-life. You do an assessment of your timeline from the time I was born. Then it's 0 to 5. Okay, I don't remember much there, but I remember I was a happy kid. Okay, 5 to 10. Okay. I was a happy kid. Everything was okay. There was no abuse there. Or 10 to 12. Oh, something happened here. So you got to do an assessment of your life, of your timeline. And when you do that assessment, you'll be able to map down what is it that is causing this brokenness. When did this brokenness occur? When you're able to identify what it is that broke you, then you can go in there and fix that void because it left you like with wounds. So you have to go and do the work or find a professional to help you do the work, to go deep, to say, you know what, this is what it is, this is what it was. Then that professional can help you to overcome those pains. You have to face them. Because sometimes people that are broken is just open wounds that they never closed up. So they're walking around with Band-Aids with open wounds, and it hurt, and it's very painful. So they need to go and address when did the brokenness occur. Then they need to do some self-healing by means of journaling, and there are other tools that can be used as well to heal your soul, to heal your mind, to heal your emotions, to make you whole again. Get in touch with yourself. Start back by loving yourself, because a person that's stuck in their brokenness is a person that never took the time to really love themselves. Because the healing balm is in the way that you treat yourself, because no one else can come and fix you.
That's true.
And you shouldn't put that responsibility on anybody, because it's not their fault that you're broken. So people need to take full responsibility for the life that God has given them. You need to take responsibility and fix whatever it is that's broken, even if it means getting help. Like I tell a lot of my clients, therapy is okay. Therapy is a good thing.
That's right. It's healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Therapy is a good thing where you can go and talk to a professional that's going to help you sort out the mess and to heal those wounds that are open for too long.
I love that you said that. I love that you said that. It's so important for our listeners that are listening. Do not stay stuck there. You can go get help, go seek medical help to get out of those situations. So, Zayla, you have created multiple tables for yourself, built your own tables, and I always ask my guests this question. How did you create your seat at the table?
I created my seat at the table. Wow. I like to say that a lot of prayer and faith. And for me, I am a woman that just moves by faith. And I believe that I brought my table with me, if I can say that. I brought my table with me, but I can sit at any table and be comfortable.
Good.
Because I know that I bring massive value to any table. Indeed. So I would say a lot of prayer and faith and a plan, because you can have prayer, you can have faith, but you got to get to work. Not enough. You got to do the work. You can pray all you want. You can have all the faith you want. You got to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the three components of, getting your seat at anyone's table. Any table of greatness, you can definitely reach that level, but it requires a level of work ethic.
Yes.
Yes, it requires a level of you going to go get it. It's not going to come to you. You got to go get it.
Get it.
Go claim it. Claiming it is one thing. Now go get it.
Like, go get it. Right.
Go get it. Yeah. And every day go get it. Don't just say, I did it for one day. I did it for no. Keep doing it till you get it.
That's right. So important. So important. Doing the work and being consistent and persistent. It does not have to be perfect, listeners.
No.
It just has to be consistent and bring value to every table that you come to. Bring value and build your own table and make room for others at it. That's the key.
Amen.
Serving others. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what did failure teach you on your journey?
Wow, failure was one of my greatest teachers, definitely one of my greatest teachers. Failure has taught me self-love. Failure has taught me don't put anybody else before you. I don't care who it is. I mean, you put God first, of course, the creator of all. Thank you. And after that, you better put yourself next.
Yeah.
You must love you. Don't put anybody before you. You come first in everything that you do. I'm not saying be selfish, be a narcissist, but I am saying that self-love is vital to your success.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love
That's
that.
what failure taught me. Failure taught me that, because without that self-love, you're going to have different deficits. You're going to fall. You're going to have voids. You'll be easily susceptible to people treating you any kind of way. But when they know you love yourself and you're confident and you're standing in your power and in your strength, oh my goodness, people. I mean, the wrong type of people, you will repel. They're not gonna approach you. Gonna be like, I can't try her, boy. She's too confident. She's too powerful. And you will attract the right individuals that are of like mind. So self-love, yes, ma'am. Yes. Self-love will take you there. Self-love will take you all the way there.
Yes. That is so, so true. When you work on yourself and you will attract the right people, like-minded people. That's what you want to be around, like-minded people. So, Zayla, you are very, very successful. So what did success teach you?
Success taught me that there is no secret. There's no secret to success. Anyone can have success. Anyone. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter where you were born, who you were born to. That has nothing to do with it.
Absolutely.
Success is not biased. Anyone can have success. But success requires certain things and traits and also sacrifices from the individual that's asking for the success. You're asking to be successful in this business. You're asking to acquire these amount of money and so forth. But you must sacrifice something in order to achieve success. Whether it's getting information on the field that you want to go into, whether it's attending seminars and events, whether it's getting a coach, which I tell everybody needs a coach. I don't care what you're doing. You need a coach to get you there faster. Right. So you definitely need someone that has already done it to teach you, like to collapse the time frame where you're not wasting your time and going in circles. Success taught me that. Yes. Success taught me that in order for you to reach success, you have to continue to grow. It's a growth process. You never stop growing and learning. Always growing, always learning, always.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that you said it's sacrifice, because you might have to sacrifice some friends. You might have to remove some people. It's part of the process. For all of our listeners that are listening, it's part of the process. That is the journey to success. I think Will Smith spoke about that about a week or two ago about, investing in yourself, right, and investing in your dreams and your vision. Sometimes that's a lonely road, So Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what can we expect from you in this year of 2020, this new year, and this new decade?
Wow, 2020, wow, it's going to be a magnanimous year. Just greatness. Ms. Zayla Jackson is coming out swinging out of the gate. I just want to bring my vision to the world and help as many people as possible with my journey, my life's journey to success, my failures. I want to be transparent. I don't want to hide. I want to show you the good, bad, and the ugly. I want to show you all of it, because oftentimes people want to show you the glitz and glamour. It didn't start out that way. It didn't start out that way. So I want to be transparent in showing people how the journey started and where the journey's at now. And when you fall, you get back up and you try again. So this year it's a lot of speaking engagements, because I am a speaker and I have my book that's going to be launching this year. So I'll be having a book tour as well in certain cities, and also having another book will be launching towards the latter part of the year. So I'm going to keep myself very busy and hold myself accountable to making sure that I show up fully in my glory. Definitely show up to serve the masses.
That's right. I love that. I love that. So I want to say congratulations in advance for all the great things that God is going to do in your life, and I can't wait to see the fruits that you are going to birth this year and in this new decade.
Amen.
So tell our listeners, Zayla, how they can follow you on all social media platforms.
Absolutely. On Facebook, I'm Zayla Jackson. On Instagram, I'm Zayla Jackson as well. And I coined the phrase "the freedom chick" on IG, simply because, you know, this entire life journey of mine has been a life of freedom, the ultimate lifestyle of freedom, that you want to teach other women that it's so possible to live a true life of freedom, not just a one-legged freedom. Like I said, there's one-legged freedom people out there, and they always end up back to square one. You want to make sure you have the ultimate freedom, which is a 360 freedom. And also on LinkedIn, I'm Zayla Jackson on LinkedIn. So I'm pretty much Zayla Jackson everywhere you can find me on social media.
So please follow her and connect with her. Zayla Jackson is definitely someone to know and someone to connect with. So follow and support her. Like I stated, as we know from this amazing interview, she is a powerful woman. So you definitely want to connect with her. So Zayla, thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to come to the table today. It has been an amazing interview, and I can't wait to invite you back to the table.
Absolutely, Ashley, and I appreciate you for having me. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you to your audience for listening.
You are welcome, and I look forward to connecting and collaborating with you this year.
Absolutely. Most definitely. I look forward to it as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So I would like
Thank
to
you.
give a special you're welcome. So I would like to give a special thanks to my intern, Sarah, from Tennessee State University, and my intern, Vontaria, from Winston-Salem State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.